Hello everyone, how is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are having a good day so far. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build an exponential calculator. So, how it works is you'll enter in your number and your power, and it'll calculate your answer for you. So, let's say I wanted to find the answer to 5 squared. I would just have to type in 5 for my base number and 2 for my power, and click the button, and it'll give me my answer, which is 25. And I can do the same thing with a different number, like 12 squared, 144. So yeah, if you're interested in learning how to build this project, please watch the video until the end. And thank you guys for helping me reach 30 subscribers. We were able to reach that goal before the end of this month, so I want to thank you guys for helping me reach that goal. I didn't think it was going to be possible, but you guys proved me wrong, so thank you. And now let's get on with the video. So I'm going to create my boilerplate code by typing an exclamation mark, then hitting enter, and it pulls up all this boilerplate code. And the first thing I want to create is a container. I'll create a div and give an ID of container. The next thing I want to do is create an h1 that says exponential calculator. And after that, I'll create an input and give an ID of input, a placeholder of enter power, and actually no, it should actually be enter base number. Enter base number, and then underneath that I'll type a break tag, a BR tag, which just breaks the line and makes it go into a new line. And then I'll create another input, which will be my power input, and give it a placeholder of enter power. And I'll create a button as well and give an ID of button, and enter no, it should actually say calculate, not whatever all this is. So there we have our exponential calculator, but obviously it doesn't look that nice because we haven't applied much CSS styles to it. So underneath our button, I'll create 2 BR tags, and underneath those 2 BR tags I'll create another div and give an ID of result, and I'll just leave it blank. And now we are done with the HTML. We can start applying some CSS to it, to our calculator. So the first thing I want to style is our h1. So h1 font family sans serif, and what I mean by h1 is this text right here, all this right here. So sans serif, and if I refresh, you'll notice the font changed. And then I'll give it a text align of center, give it a text shadow of 2 pixel, 3 pixel, 5 pixel black. These values are optional. You can like pick your own values, so you don't have to go with mine. And I'll make it yellow, so if I refresh, it's going to be this yellow text with a shadowy background. And under the h1, I'm going to style my body, like my browser. And then background color hashtag 333, which will just be this dark color. And then I'll style my container. Width 45%, height 300 pixels, background color RGB 64, 119, 175. And then after that I'll do display flex, which is just using flexbox, align items center. And if you don't type display flex, align items, like if you don't type display flex, this right here, align items, will not work. Same thing goes for justify content center. If you don't type display flex, both of these values won't work. They need to have this special property right here to like declare it to make it work. And then flex direction, column margin auto, border radius 40 pixel 0 0 position relative top 70 pixels box sizing border box and box shadow 0 0 20 pixel light blue. And I'll just copy this value down a couple of times to give it that nice glowing background. So 3 more times, 1, 2, and 3. And I can get rid of this semicolon and just type it down here. And also change the values of these pixels. So I'll change this to 60. And now if we refresh, we'll have this this rectangular shape with rounded edge corners, except these two corners where it still looks like a square. It's still 90 degrees, but these two corners are kind of rounded. And then underneath my container, I'm gonna type container button, which will just select my button. Then I'll do margin 20 pixels. Underneath that, I'll do input border radius 5 pixel border, 5 pixel, that's what I meant to do. And then border 1 pixel solid black. And for our input placeholder, I'll just type input, then these two colons, and then I'll type placeholder. And then I'll give it a style of text align center. For my result, I'll just do width 100%. Width 100%, and then background color orange, height 40 pixels, position relative top 14 pixels, text align center, color white, font weight I'm gonna make it bold so it's going to be easier to see. And I'll make it a little bit bigger to make it larger to see as well. So 1.4 are even. And I believe we're done with all of our styles. If you want to, you can use transform for in our container and make it a little bigger. So I'll type transform, and then I'll do type scale. And in here, if I put 1, nothing is going to happen because it's going to stay the same. But if I type 1.2, it's going to increase by 20%. So now it's slightly bigger than before. Yeah, let's keep it this way. It's much easier to see. And then for my JavaScript, I'll create a variable which I'll name it button and select my button in my HTML. So document.getElementById by ID, button, then button.addEventListener, click function, then inside of this I'll do power equals document.getElementById. And then after that I'll create a variable named num, document.getElementById, input. Okay, let me just double check real quick. So does this match with this? Yes, it does. And okay, good. And the reason why I typed .value, if you guys haven't been watching my other videos, I have explained what this keyword means, but I'll explain it again. So .value, what it's saying is whatever number you typed in here. So let's say I typed 4 for my base number, then this variable is going to store 4 as its value. So that's why we have to use .value. It's whatever the user types into the input. And then our result will be math.pow, which is math.power, used for exponential stuff, things like that. And for my first parameter will be my number, so I'll type num for my first parameter. And for my second parameter, I'll type power. And I'll do document.getElementById, result.innerHTML equals, just equals num plus raised to the power of So what this is saying is, let's say I typed in 4 for my number. So it's going to say 4 raised to the power of, and whatever my power is. So let's say I put 7, so it's going to say 4 raised to the power of plus power plus is whoops, I can't see my semicolon, plus result. So actually, let me just test out and show you guys what I mean. So I'll do, let's say 4 squared. So 4 squared. See? And let me add some spaces. Now let's do 4 squared again so you guys can see it again. 4 squared. 4 raised to the power of 2 is 16. True, that's right. How about 12? Okay. This should be 400. 20 squared is 400. Yes, our calculator is working fine. And yeah, this is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share the video. My goal is to get to at least 50 subscribers next month, but the only way I can reach that goal is with all of you guys' help. So please show me some support for my channel and go smash that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like once again, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice day. See you in my next video.